Welcome to Tab Briefs, a weekly look at headlines from the world of faith for Friday, February 5th, 2021. I'm Tab Media Content Editor Carrie McWhorter, and here are some of the headlines that grabbed our attention this week. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey and the Alabama Department of Public Health announced on January 29th that the state will move into Phase 1B of the Alabama COVID-19 Vaccination Allocation Plan on February 8th. Beginning Monday, individuals ages 65 and older are eligible for vaccination, as are critical workers including first responders, food, agriculture, manufacturing, and grocery store employees, educators, and ministers. The state is planning 8 large-scale drive-through clinics where they plan to give 1,000 shots per day, totaling 40,000 vaccines next week statewide. Additionally, many private and county organizations will be giving shots. The state receives about 100,000 doses a week, which experts are saying isn't nearly enough, but they are working to get those out as quickly as possible. Next up, an international organization that empowers Bible translators reports that more Bible translations were completed in 2020 than in any other single year. Wycliffe Associates Interim President Tim New said Bible translation accelerated in many areas during the pandemic. New Testament translations were completed in 141 languages, and 8 languages now have completed translations of the Old Testament since 2019. Some of the translations were completed in places of intense persecution, New said. The expanded effort is thanks in part to a web-based approach, which allows virtual collaboration through the translation process. Now, what that meant is translators were able to continue working even during the pandemic. Wycliffe Associates reports 773 Bible translations are in progress and says they have received requests from 273 language groups seeking help with Bible translations in 2021. You can find more information about their efforts at wycliffeassociates.org, and we'll share that link in the show notes as well. And finally, what does the future of girls' sports look like if biological males who identify as females are allowed to compete? President Joe Biden's Choice for Education Secretary, Miguel Cardona, who is currently Connecticut's Commissioner of Education, told senators yesterday that he believes biological boys who identify as girls have the legal right to compete on girls' teams, and that if confirmed, he will ensure schools are following that interpretation of the law. Biden himself has pledged to ensure transgender students have protections at school under Title IX. And on Inauguration Day, Biden signed an executive order that said, in part, that all persons should receive equal treatment under the law, no matter their gender identity or sexual orientation. Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky pressed Cardona on his beliefs about transgender athletes competing in high school sports during his hearing. Senators Mitt Romney of Utah and Roger Marshall of Kansas also spoke out against Cardona's position, as did tennis legend Martina Navratilova and a coalition of women's sports activists. Those activists say it is unfair to allow transgender girls and women who, quote, have experienced all or part of male puberty, end quote, to compete alongside female athletes. A prominent example of these concerns happened in 2018 in Connecticut, when 2 transgender students, both biological males, took home top prizes at the state high school track and field championship for girls. Of course, that's Cardona's home state. In January, lawmakers in at least 6 states, plus Congress, introduced bills intended to protect girls' sports. Now, just for reference, before Title IX was passed in 1972, 1 in 27 girls played sports. Today, that number is 2 in 5. Last August, a federal district court judge blocked an Idaho law barring biological males from female sports. The bill's sponsor, Idaho Representative Barbara Earhart, who played and coached college basketball, said that in the absence of protections for girls' sports, she fears it will come to the day where there will be no room, no place for girls and women to compete. Those are your tab briefs for Friday, February 5th, 2021. For more on these and other stories from the world of faith, go to tabonline.org or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. We're all over social media. Thanks for joining us this morning, and we hope you have a wonderful day and a great weekend.